Hello everybody! Today we're going to unbox the Studio 1824 by Presonus. It just came out a couple weeks ago and I finally got my hands on it, so pretty excited. So let's get started. Here we go. Opening the box. And yes, so we've started with instructions, packing materials, the thing we all care about, some important cables, and looks like a power supply probably. Let's move the junk aside, break into this thing. Alright, I'm going to be really tidy about this and open up. Go. All right. So here it is. The Studio 1824. So 8 physical inputs, 2 on the front, 6 more on the back, 8 more inputs, and a left and right channel for mains out. I know that the 2 headphones on the front are individual mixes. Headphone 1 here shares its mix with the main out, which I was kind of bummed about. I was hoping that we could get separate mixes for that. And then headphone 2 shares with outputs 3 and 4. That's fine. Don't think there's a way to get around that. I'm pretty excited about the speed of out, the ADAT in and out, so that we can expand 8 more channels in, 8 more channels out. The clock out and MIDI in and out physical on the board. I know that Presonus was doing those serial connections to MIDI, so this is nice to have it on board without an adapter cable. And this one does require a power supply. A lot of them used to be USB based, but now it's all power supply based. And looks like the USB is covered up by this "Do not remove under penalty of death" label. So the build quality feels really strong, really good. Lots of metal components. It feels sort of like the build quality of the RM mixers by Presonus, so I'm really happy with that. The metering I'm going to be really excited to see. It's supposed to look really pretty. So also in the box we have, yes, okay, so this is, oh good, so this is the power connector that doesn't actually have to plug directly into the wall. You have power cable, inline brick, which I prefer a lot so that it doesn't take up extra spaces on the power strip, and then seems like a really long cable between the length of this and the length of this, so you won't be running into that whole 2-foot cord thing. And then here comes with just a standard USB 2A connector to USB B connector right there. So we'll just jump right into the interface on Studio One. Okay, so here's the interface. You can see the dancing green lights, so the input function is really nice, looks really beautiful. You can hear a change in my voice because you're actually going to get the recording straight from the interface. I've got Studio One up, and in the background I have Universal Control up, and I'll explain how all that goes when we get a better shot of the monitor. So this mixer has some DSP, but only as it relates to monitoring. So if you come over to Universal Control, which you can also get on your iPad to control this. So this is great for front of house person. We plan on giving this interface on an iPad to a sound man at our church, and then he's going to just adjust individual levels that we send him. So right now my voice is coming in mic 1 and coming out of all of the mixes. So one of the inputs on here is a DAW input. So if I were to reduce this, come over here and actually take down my headphone volume now, you'll see that this mix is not getting my audio anymore. So perfect. So this is working. If I had a pair of headphones on, I'd hear my voice drop out. If you want any effects, this is not the place to do it. Universal Control usually is with the fat channel settings at the top, but you're gonna have to come over to Studio One and route them through. So for instance, we would take an insert and go crazy with distortion. And we'll turn that off. So just so you see how it works. So it's really fluid. It's really nice. The recording interface is really what I'm completely used to. I have a lot of Presonus stuff, so this helps. And yeah, so the things that I really like about it right off the bat, I'm going to be putting this in a rack, and being able to see the meters right up front is really nice. Also, the 2 headphone jacks in the front, super convenient because we will be using those. Our plan is to use this for stems, so we're going to route stems through this. MIDI controls over Bluetooth and some other fun stuff. And this will give us the control over our own headphones while still giving the front of house, who has a very old board, access to be able to change certain levels. So very exciting.